What's up? What's happening, folks? Welcome back to the channel Sports, Life, and Politics TV. I'm Samuel Koppel, and I'm here for the news. And here recently, there have been a string of shootings of people being shot, and for reasons that boggles the mind. Knocking on the wrong door, opening up a car door by accident thinking it's your car, and they even have one of a basketball rolling into somebody's yard, and a shootout ensues. And we're going to go over these clips and see if we can, dig into some of these stories and kind of figure out what's going on in some of these cases. Let's check out this first clip. 2 Texas cheerleaders shot after accidentally getting into the wrong car. Let's take a look.
A string of shootings across America, all set off by a mistake. The latest incident just east of Austin in Elgin.
Yeah, a man shot 2 teenage girls who were coming home from cheerleading practice and accidentally got in the wrong car. It happened in the parking lot of an H-E-B store. Investigators say Heather Roth opened the door to the wrong car thinking it was hers.
Let me say this. As an adult, everybody has done that at least 1 or 2 times in their life. You go into a parking lot, car looks just like your damn car. Maybe you don't shake on the door handle, but you damn sure walk up to the car and be like, this ain't my damn car. So this is something that happens to, I would say, almost everybody at least 1 or 2 times in a lifetime, maybe even more. But I would say at the very least, at least 1 or 2 times. You go to the wrong car thinking it's yours.
Tried to apologize to the man sitting in the passenger seat when he got out and started shooting. A bullet grazed Roth's leg, but another cheerleader was hit twice.
And let me say this. That man was sitting in that car thinking about shooting somebody. There's no way that 2 girls shake on your door handle, apologize and say, I'm sorry, I thought this was our car. And you can see, this is a beautiful young lady. It'd be different if they came up looking like 2 mothers, like 2 meth heads. He knew damn well these people wasn't trying to rob and hurt him. But you never know what people are going through in life. He might have lost a job recently. He might have lost his old lady. He might be dealing with mental health issues. Man, this country society is going down the drain, you guys. When you can't make an accident, when you can't make a small mistake, I have a small accident, and it not damn near cost you your life. This is getting absurd, I don't know what to say. Look, they're obviously going to make this about gun control. And do I think everybody should have guns? It's becoming plainly obvious. Everybody shouldn't have a gun. If you can't pass a psychiatric background check, nah, you shouldn't have no guns. Some of these people who having guns, they never had any business having a gun. If you on psych meds, I don't give a damn if you ain't committed no felony. There's no way you should have a gun. If you had suicidal thoughts, or that's part of your medical record, no, you shouldn't be able to have a gun. I'm sorry. Period, point blank.
Squad says doctors had to remove Peyton Washington's spleen. She also suffered damage to her diaphragm and liver and is still in the ICU. But Washington's teammates say she was at least able to sit up tonight. The suspect is 25 years old. Pedro Tello Rodriguez has been charged with deadly conduct and is being held on a $500,000 bond.
So Amigo just got out the car, chasing people down, trying to shoot them. Like I said, he knew damn well them people weren't trying to harm him when they got to apologizing. And what the hell was he doing with the gun already in his hand or on his lap? He was looking to shoot somebody. Ain't no telling what he was going through. But let's go on to this next clip and take a look at this next case. 3 people shot after basketball rolled into neighbor's yard. Now, everybody has lived by bad neighbors. We all have. We live by neighbors. They don't like you and you don't like them. For whatever reason, sometimes they right, sometimes you wrong. I don't know. But one thing I can tell you, everybody in a lifetime gets to live next door to people they don't like. So in this case, when I first read it, 3 people shot after basketball rolled into yard. First thing my mind went to was, I thought to myself, oh no, these people hated each other's guts. The rolling in the basketball was the straw that broke the camel's back. You know what I mean? Ain't no telling how many disagreements and how many times these people done got into it. But let's take a look at the clip.
Recent shootings following everyday mistakes like ringing the wrong doorbell or turning down the wrong driveway have made headlines in the last week. Well, the latest involves a 6-year-old girl in North Carolina who was playing with a basketball when it rolled into a neighbor's yard. That neighbor allegedly shot her and her parents and is now on the run. CBS's Adriana Diaz reports.
There was blood everywhere in the house.
Kinsley White was shot in the face while playing by her home just outside of Charlotte. Her father was seriously wounded.
I couldn't get inside in time.
Well, let me say this. It's unfortunate that this little girl was shot. It's terrible. But it's very, very rare that they interview children this young and this small. So that's kind of a head scratcher. Why they would interview this little girl. I don't know. I've never seen a child shot and then do an interview. So, I mean, maybe it happens, but believe you me, this doesn't happen that often.
So he shot my daddy in the back.
Witnesses say a neighbor began shooting at them after a basketball rolled onto his yard Tuesday. Kinsley had a bullet fragment removed from her cheek. Her father, who reportedly tried to shoot back, remains hospitalized.
You see what I mean? So they were shooting at each other. Whatever happened in this case, which we'll never know, we'll know by the time it gets to court and, some of the details will start to come out. These people didn't like each other. And I could be wrong, but looking at him looks like he's dibbled and dabbled a little bit in the narcotic. Maybe so, maybe not, but I would say he's most definitely dibbled and dabbled. So who knows?
I want him to go to jail forever.
And they had the little girl on there. She damn near cussed. I want that motherfucker in jail forever. Unbelievable. They got the baby on TV damn near cussing. If she could have, she would have. I want him in jail forever. And this is the man who did the shooting. He was on the run, but I did see a clip where he had turned himself in, so now he is in custody. Looking at this Negro, look like he dibbles and dabbles in narcotics. So, sometimes you can look at these people and kind of tell everybody's not on the up and up. But the man had every right to go out there and protect his daughter. There's no doubt about that. But I don't think this was just over a basketball rolling in the yard. That's hard to fathom. Could it be? Maybe. But do I believe it? No. I don't think it was just over. Because think about it. If a basketball rolling in your yard, what are the chances of you running outside and start shooting people? A neighbor who you've been staying next door to, I'm pretty sure they've been staying next door to each other for a while.
Now police are looking for the alleged shooter, 24-year-old Robert Singletary. As the number of victims of shootings caused by seemingly innocent mistakes mounts, so does the fury. Nearly 1,000 miles away, these mothers protested gun violence on the Kansas-Missouri state line 1 week after 16-year-old Ralph Yarl was shot after ringing the wrong doorbell.
You have mental health issues everywhere, but when you pair those with...
And like I said, if people are having mental health issues and they're on psych meds, they should not be able to get a gun. See, the thing is, I would say 99% of all people who own guns and bought them legally are law-abiding citizens. They have no desire to go shoot or harm or hurt nobody. It's these idiots who making it bad for the people who do, because I like guns, but I don't want to harm nobody. I just want to protect my house and do some target shooting. That's it. Nothing more, nothing less. And I would say that's 99 and 98% of all people who own guns. But the thing is, the laws are a little bit too loose for people with mental health issues. And a lot of times these people be on medicine that also come with suicidal thoughts and all that. Man, you can't have that. And the whole point of this is why they went in from that little girl. That's why they interviewed that little girl, to get the effect, so they can go right into this about gun reform laws and bills.
absolute chaos in terms of gun legislation. This is what you get. Gun violence is a public health epidemic.
Johns Hopkins researcher Cassandra Krafasi says studies have repeatedly shown that people are less safe when guns are present.
What is driving this increase in shootings?
We have seen record increases in gun purchasing. We're also seeing increases in fear-based marketing of firearms, as well as stoking fears of political violence, social violence, racially motivated violence.
The states with the weakest gun laws have high gun death rates, 3 times as high as states with the strongest restriction.
Listen to me. That right there, if you dug into what they just said, let me go back again. That's a lie. Listen to me. They just said these
Violence,
states.
social
Let me
violence,
pause
racially
this.
motivated violence.
Hold on.
The states with the weakest gun laws have high gun death rates, 3 times as high.
They said the states with the weakest gun laws have the highest death rate. That's a goddamn lie. Listen to me. Number one, there ain't that many goddamn people in Montana, Idaho, Wyoming, South Dakota, or Kansas, or Oklahoma. There's not even that many people there. To say that shit's higher than what it is in California is absurd. And especially Illinois, knowing that as much violence and shooting as goes on in Chicago. None of this whole thing is a farce. 3 times, I don't even have to look up those numbers to know that they're dealing in complete exaggeration. No way. You telling me California and Illinois got lower deaths than goddamn Montana, Idaho, and Wyoming? Are you kidding me? Boy, they'll tell you anything if you let them.
States with the strongest restrictions.
There's no place you can run from any of this.
More young people have died from gun violence than from COVID since the start of the pandemic. And Nora, today marks 24 years since the Columbine High School shooting.
You know, I mean, it's unfortunate, especially these type of cases, but every time it's going to go back to gun laws and gun reform. We've had gun violence in this country for a very, very long time. But obviously it's starting to spread and it's everywhere, grocery stores, churches. It doesn't matter. There's nowhere where people can escape from this. Do I think some of this stuff is orchestrated? 100%. Is all of it orchestrated? Absolutely not. But it doesn't matter because it all goes together as one big gumbo about getting gun laws passed. Period. Point blank. Will they do it? Eventually they'll get something done. They'll do something where you can't buy it anymore. You know what I mean? They're not going to try to take the guns, but they'll do it where it's no longer legal to buy them. They're going to do something because you can tell the way it's going. Yeah, it's headed in that direction, you guys. There's no doubt about that. But let me go over this little small clip right before I end the video. A 5th arrest made in Alabama's Sweet 16 birthday shooting. Now, in my comment section, shout out to Danielle Kelly, who told me it was actually a 6th arrest made. So it was 6 people arrested. How many people was actually shooting in that party? I don't know. I'm assuming it was over 4. Maybe, obviously, they didn't arrest the 6. It was up to 6 people maybe shooting in that party. But whoever was in between was like shooting fish in a barrel. Extremely unfortunate. My condolences go out to the people who lost their lives and to the people who got shot, who's just looking to have a good time. But I'm still flabbergasted by gangbanging going on in the town of 3,000. I just can't get over that. Let's take a look.
4 people are in custody charged in the deadly shooting at a Sweet 16 party in Alabama. A 19-year-old and a 20-year-old are among the 5 people arrested so far. 4 young people were killed, 32 wounded when gunfire broke out Saturday night in Dadeville. According to witnesses, the shooting started after the birthday girl's mother asked anyone with guns to leave the party. The 16-year-old girl's brother died in her arms.
Well, yeah, that's extremely unfortunate. You know, this just silly. All them young men. Obviously, there'll be more details, and maybe all 6 of them won't end up doing life in jail. But if they found out you was one of them people in that shooting, you ain't getting out of jail no time soon. You liable to be in your 50s before you even think about getting out of jail. Seriously, extremely unfortunate, that whole case. And it makes way more sense that 32 people got shot. They was talking about it was like a mass shooting, like it was one single gunman. If you go back and look at any of them videos, all it said was mass shooting, gunman, like it's just one man, like it was a lone wolf, and it wasn't. And it was like a shootout at the OK goddamn corral. Extremely unfortunate. But I just want to go over those couple of clips right quick, and I appreciate you guys tuning in. This has been Sports Life and Politics TV. I'm Samuel Koppel. I'm here for the news. Hit that like, hit that subscribe. I just took your ass. You got to protect your grill at all time. Ride. Peace.